This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. You're going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Up by Pat Bryant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now Nix. Completed over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. This is reeled in downfield. It's Bryant. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The Broncos into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. From the red zone now. Brought in close to the 8. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They'll throw again. Nix. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10.
Come on, set! Cougar 19, Viking 18! 19 Lions! Ready!
They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Ready!
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, smash front! Ready! Warrior 70! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go!
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Get it! Dragon 6, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Let's go.
Inside, this is a blue cut. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go now. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Complete. It's Johnson. Down the left sideline. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch. Run 45 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here we go. Check. Pick. 6. Ready.
On first down, Pitts. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. That's caught. Emeka Buka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Buka, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Got it. Hawk 7, 19, 18. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
2nd and 5. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
The Bucs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Pitts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Cougars liking 18. Pioneer. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Tag! 70 Lions! Ready, ready?
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready? Viking, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play.
Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll look to throw.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
When you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Come on. Hey. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the 1st quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Up the middle they go. Pitts. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Ready? 19, Chuck.
On 3rd down, it's Buchanan. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
5-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here, followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Next to the air.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession.
touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't. They got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
He's got room to roam. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and 8. To throw is Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw, here's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Carlson set to kick off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Buffalo 18,
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man is Ibuka. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buchanan. And he stopped immediately there.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And now they'll audible to something else.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Bradley Pinion now to punt for the Bucs on 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now 2nd and 3. Once more with Harvey.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 1. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun is Nix. Bryant with a catch right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Nix. Out left side here to Bryant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Cougar 19.
Up the middle they go. It's Buchanan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, here's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Nix to the air. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Complete to Bryant. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back now in Tampa. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Nix to throw again. His throw incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He completes this to Sutton. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Ready, set.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go, here we go.
Now back to throw. He's got Otten. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances. That interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gilbert. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buchanan. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
19 Lions. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Buchanan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down, Denver.
To throw, here's Nix. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buchanan. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Tampa Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to